The tales of the laundry room proposal. The argument flared up unexpectedly, sparked by a scene of zombie apocalypse romance. My husband and I were deep into a rewatch of The Walking Dead, watching as Glenn offered Maggie Green a makeshift engagement ring. "Well, that's the worst proposal ever," my husband commented, shaking his head. I couldn't help the snort that escaped me. It wasn't a malicious sound, but it was enough. He immediately bristled, his mood shifting from relaxed viewing to wounded defensiveness. "What's that supposed to mean?" he asked, narrowing his eyes. "Are you saying my proposal was bad?" And just like that, I was the villain for making him feel like his moment of grand gesture was shit. The moment. The truth is, my initial reaction to his proposal years ago had been less than fair-worthy. I was elbow deep in laundry, separating whites from colors, and he was scrubbing pots at the kitchen sink. "Hey, can you come here for a second?" he'd called out from the dining room. When I walked in, he was kneeling awkwardly in front of me. The room wasn't exactly set dressing for a romantic comedy, just our normal, slightly dirty dining room, full of the day's clutter. He was still wearing his usual at-home uniform, a stained t-shirt and his comfortable pajamas. "Will you marry me?" he asked. I said yes, of course. I loved him, and I wanted to be his wife. We hugged quickly, and then he stood up and went right back to doing the dishes. I blinked, shrugged internally, and walked back to the laundry pile. Okay, I'd thought. That happened. The sting of comparison. I never complained to him about it. I wasn't going to make him feel bad about the moment. But that didn't mean I was going to rave about it either. I had to admit, it stung a little. It felt like he'd spent all of 2 seconds planning the entire event. What made it worse was knowing what he was capable of. He'd told me stories, more than once, about the elaborate plans he had made for a previous girlfriend, plans that were a far cry from the pajamas and dirty dining room version I got. He was a man who always dressed up when he went out, even if it was just a quick run to the gas station. A little effort for this moment didn't seem like too much to ask. His defense was that he was unemployed at the time, which limited his resources, and that he knew I didn't want a public proposal. Both were true. I didn't need anything fancy, I just wanted to feel like he cared enough to set the scene a little bit. A clean table, maybe a fresh shirt, something that showed he put a little thought into the moment that would define our lives. I'd even told him that proposing at home, just the two of us, was my ideal. I love him, he's a wonderful man, and that's why I'm his wife. But when that little snort slipped out while watching Glenn and Maggie, it wasn't a commentary on a fictional TV proposal.